Hello, and welcome to part 4 of my Mega Man 1 Let's Play of the Mega Man Legacy Collection. So, we're back where we started, where we're going to fight Iceman. And then, hopefully, Fireman, so we can put an end to Wily's terror. So, let's get it started. Alright, Eskimo Joe, let's go. Alright, so we got 50,000 points on the line. Let's go. So how are you guys doing today? Oh god, so here's the deal with Iceman's level. Obviously, you got a bunch of ice. You're gonna be slipping on the floor. So you just gotta be careful when maneuvering in this place, because God forbid you're just gonna be slipping all over the place, because like you already have slippery physics. Plus, you gotta deal with just all the enemies on the stage as well. So you know, gotta be on your toes. You gotta be. Actually, like, hopping constantly could prove beneficial here, because water physics in Mega Man, actually, what they do is they make you jump higher. Except for these instances where I'm getting hit by hockey pucks. I swear, man, these hockey pucks. What did I do, not go to Canada? Okay. We're clear of that sector. And if we go to the left right here, we'll have a huge life pellet that we can pick up for all the life that I lost right there in that section. So, here's what I'm talking about when it comes to the elect beam, when getting rid of hockey pucks. They get rid of them almost instantly. It's a better way to get rid of the hockey pucks compared to the bomb. And of course, I'm messing up on the reappearing, disappearing blocks. But if you can find a pattern that suits you, like get up the original way. Oh, I should have been patient. Like I said, it takes a little bit of patience to do the disappearing, reappearing blocks. But if you can get your way in, you'll find a way. So we're coming up to the halfway point in Iceman stage, and you gotta be careful. And disappearing, reappearing blocks. Oh God. Honestly, you can tell the distinction by their terrible sound. Alright, so here comes a part where you can't really avoid what's going on. These enemy platforms will move left and right, back and forth, up and down. And their direction is kind of sporadic and random, so you must be careful, otherwise you'll fall to your death. So, it is very imperative that you be careful when you jump, because there's a point at the apex of the jump where you can be hit by the platforms, pellets, and you'll fall to your death. It's really unfair, and that's why I usually dub this level the most difficult in this sense, because of how much platforming finesse that you gotta have. Because I mean, you're on an enemy platform basically. Like you don't really have any room for error in terms of that. And oh my God, I am failing on reappearing, disappearing blocks again. And of course, here we go. Oh my, oh man, you know that time where you screw up in recording because like you're just like wondering like, oh, I got this, like this isn't as bad. Well, it's happening right now. Like the LP curse is strong with any kind of LP, regardless of what you do. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And also, speaking of which, I never talked about this, but what's really cool in this game, or not really cool, if in your prerogative or mine, but in the end, like once you get to the boss stage, enemies are in the midway point when you get to the boss. So, like I said, you just gotta be careful. You gotta time your jumps just right in order to do this. There's a problem with this because there'll be sometimes where the platforms won't respond. I don't know what happened right there, but okay. Okay. Oh, you can't make... I mean, you can make that jump, it's just that, like, I prefer not to. I just prefer to skip that jump altogether. It's better that way anyways, but we'll continue on. I'm gonna need this for Iceman in order to kill him. I mean, hell, we're already 5 minutes in. We can't get to Iceman at all, and God help me with these disappearing, reappearing blocks. Ugh. Anyways, here comes the movable platforms. Here we go, here we go. So, I'm gonna need to focus up, and well, that's a problem. Well, let's continue on and let's go back to Iceman stage. So how are you guys doing? Like, honestly, like, I'm doing it pretty okay for this day. Like, I'm just chilling out, just trying to focus up on just this stage in particular, because honestly, I've had nightmares doing this stage I'm recording, and even when I play through this, like, I don't have this many troubles, but yeah, like I said, it's the LP curse. Like, if anybody started the LP curse, like, God forbid. Like, God help you. God rest your soul, because, like, you can play, as much as you can play a game, like, on your own, like, without the without the recording going, you do great. But once that recording button hits, it's like the proverbial shit hits the fan. Like, you can't help but feel like you're just like, oh, well, I suck. Like, what's going on here? I'm normally not like this. Like, I could do this in my sleep. Kind of thing, you know? But, like, whenever you're on camera, it's like, wow, what's wrong? What am I doing? Like, I don't understand how I'm failing so hard. Like with this, like, I feel like I should know. I feel like I should know better when playing this. It's like, wow. All my discipline just gone out the window. Patience, time, like, I'm just trying to get towards the clock. And nothing goes the way that it's supposed to, of course. But that's neither here nor there. Let us get through this adventure together. We're gonna kill, or we're gonna defeat Dr. Wily. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure that Megaman's Rock's gotta get through this, man. Like, he's got a paycheck he's gotta pay. He's got a robotic paycheck. He's got nuts and bolts to have. Like, these point pellets that do score, they don't do, man. They're not a paycheck for him. Alright, so we're coming up to the mid. So, be careful right here, because this is a really bad point to die. Because there are penguins that will try to kill you. You must be careful, otherwise you'll die. Like I almost did right there, and oh no. The involuntary gasp. Oh, whoops. So, what you can do is, there's another, I mean, I wouldn't say there's another way, because I'd be probably lying if I told you that, but there's another way you could do it. Anyways, here comes the big old mech like we usually see. And here's the boss door with the Iceman. So, I was getting into a debacle with my friends here, and I was saying, and someone was saying, like, where Oreos are, like, in an ice cream, and they were saying, like, oh, well, do you, like, when there's no cream in the middle, like, if there's none of that frosting, can we really call it cookies and cream? And do you, like, would you call it cookies and cream? And then we had a discussion about vanilla, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about Iceman. Iceman, how do you feel about vanilla? Oh, you're dead? Oh, never mind. So, I didn't really just explain Iceman, really. So Iceman, he has a pattern where he'll shoot three icicles at you in a row. Like, one down, one middle, one lower. What you want to do is, like, you want to jump through the lower part, because usually when you jump through the lower part, you will you usually dodge it, and then jump in the first one in the second wave. And at each time you shoot him, and his health goes lower, he'll start getting faster and faster. So you got to be on your toes if you're not really going for the weakness. I mean, if you're not going for the weakness, then you're really talented in this. But anyways, final guy, Fireman. Looks like Torchman. I wonder what his ice cream of choice is. I don't know, probably like something. Is there any spicy ice cream out there? Like, ever? Have any of you heard of that? Like, spicy ice cream? I sure haven't. Hell, maybe something cinnamon. Either way. So, Fireman stage, it's like most of the stages in Mega Man. Like, they're really treacherous. Like, there's some bottomless pits, there's some fire. Well, a lot of fire. Because, you know, it's Fireman here. I mean, come on. What are you gonna have? Water and Fireman stage? Liquid nitrogen? Explosions? I mean, like, that's done until later, but that's near here and there. But either way. So we're going through this level just fine. Be careful. You can use the ice power-up, Iceman's freesicle, and you can. What you can do is you can freeze the fire and other objects with it. But what you need to do is you need to be on your toes here because that fire is really deadly. It can knock you to the ground and it can knock you off the edge to your plummeting to your death. So I'd be advised to be careful. Along with these guys in the air are really treacherous too. Like they'll do some damage to you, and also, oh my god, I've been getting really lucky with just not getting knocked to the ground and the certain angles I've been taking. This part, usually I would say just go through it, but if you have the magnet, just use the platform right here and just jump up. Alright, so now, oh no, the dreaded Bullet Bill clan that was cast out of Super Mario 64 and onward. Your clan legacy does not precede you. Yeah, I usually call those fake Bullet Bills because they just look the part. Like they just look like fake Bullet Bills. Here comes fire, and now we're at the end of Fireman stage. All right, so let's go take on the big cheese himself. Like I said, in this game only, in Mega Man 1, you're only going to see these guys in this game, like, not these guys themselves, but you're only going to see enemies in the transition room against the Robot Masters in this game only. So, that was our last guy, and now we're on to Fireman. Someone give me some H2O. I'm gonna douse this dude. Wait, I have frozen H2O. Never mind. Okay, so that I died to Fireman. I have some time to explain about him. So Fireman, honestly, I think he is the toughest out of the Robot Masters compared to like trying to get his weakness. Like, not trying to get his weakness, but just trying to hit him without getting hit. Like, it's just so difficult because he shoots so like erratically and sporadically at the same time. Like what he'll do is like he'll shoot one fireball and then you're thinking, okay, I'm safe. But what you have to like, honestly, if you have full health and you shoot and you have the ice power up, I would just suggest just using the move constantly. And I'm not saying that as like a just forget about like just take the damage. But honestly, it's better this way because there's a leaving fire effect that he leaves on the ground, and if you hit it, then you're gonna get damaged. But anyways. That was all 6 Robot Masters. And now we're on to take Wily. Or are we? And here's Dr. Wily himself, the Albert-looking... Get it? Albert Einstein, Albert Wily. But we'll take on Wily in the next part. Alright? This is Inferno Megaman signing off. Everybody have a good day.